Hey folks, this is Max. Welcome to another Workflows video. So I've been using Workflows for a bit, 3 months now, and I find the platform very powerful. So it's a very powerful no-code automation platform. So the more I use it, I also look at it sometimes as a powerful visual development platform. And I know visual development might kind of a closer associated with coding. But the reason I say it is because it's not, it doesn't only allow you to take data from one source and, perhaps, push it into another application. But it allows you to manipulate data, it allows you to create, edit, um, you know, data from one source. You take it from one source and you do something with the data, and then again, you push it into somewhere else. And so let me show you what I mean by that is that if you create a function here, so under manipulation, you can see you can work with text, numbers, true, false logic. Also here, if then, dates, objects, and files and lists. So that what makes it very powerful. I was listening to I was attending a conference, a virtual conference, and someone said, shockingly powerful. So I think Workflows is a shockingly powerful no code platform. And so in this particular video, what I want to show is the text, and then I'm going to cover other sections in other videos. But then the text section here, you can do really a lot of stuff. And that's why I said it's kind of a very powerful visual development platform, because a lot of the things you can, well, not a lot, but all of these things, of course, you can do using a programming language. But I think, again, this is what makes it shockingly powerful when you can do all this visually, right? Again, without actually writing any code. So what I did is I built a simple flow just to show you, not all of them, but I think most of the various text functions that you can use in Workflows. All right. So this is the flow that I created. It has a lot of cards. Um, Also, one little tip, and I think I've shared it before. If you go to this view, it kind of shows you what it does. Again, you can also add a notes card, so it will kind of just some comments here. So if you wanted to do that, you could do that. But what I'm going to do, actually, let me delete this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually test this, and it's actually going to be a little bit easier to explain what it does. Again, the flow just takes a string and manipulates the string with various different functions. So let's run this. All right, and let's go here. So it's running. Let's see if we can catch it. Oh, here, and it's done. But let's start at the beginning. All right, so the first one is decompose. It's just just write some text, and that's exactly what the card returns. So whatever text you write, this is the output. So this is the compose card. What happens next is that I map the data from the compose card to this base 64. And what happens is that the output becomes a base 64 string. So this is the input and this is the output. What I do then is I take and I decode it back. So I take the input from this card and and we get back the original string. All right. So next card is a length card, and then you give it a string, and it will return the length of the string. Right. The next card is I take the length and I generate a random string of length 42. Right. So that's another card that's available. Let's look at the next one. The next one, I take the text split, and it actually takes the text, and it uses, there's a space here, but it converts, the result is a list, right, where each word becomes kind of a list value. So that's the split function. Next one is find. So you can search for characters in a string, and so we're looking for no code, and then it's position 24. What I do next is I take the no code text, and I find out the length, right? So this is length function when working with strings. Now there's one card or function that I add from numbers, and again, I'm going to cover numbers in a separate video. But what I do is just I combine the two numbers, so 24 and 7, and it becomes position 31. And I do that because I want to use a text segment card, which takes a string and then takes a starting point and an ending point, and then returns the segment, right? Which is no code. Okay, so if again, you can manipulate string this way as well. What I do next is that I take the original string and I look for no code and I replace it with no code, all uppercase, right? And then this is the result. This one, find email. So this is very useful. No, I don't have an email string in my original string text, so that's why it returns nothing. But if you had an email, it would actually find it. And the last one is to uppercase. I take the string and I convert it to uppercase, and there is a similar function that can also do convert to lowercase. So that's all. Again, these are sort of random. I know there's sort of no logic to these cards, so just random examples. But and if, again, as I said, I didn't cover everything. Let me go back. There are more options, but my goal was just to show the capability that there is really a lot of powerful capability in this platform. Again, in this particular example, you can manipulate strings in many different ways. All right. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. Hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.